Miguel Adorati deep here in the IBOP vaults, and we're going to hit you with a Bellator video blog here. Bellator 142 is coming to us this weekend from the SAP Center out in San Jose, September 19th, this Saturday. And there are some odds up at the books. This is a huge card, a mega card, so to speak. 15 MMA fights. It looks like there's going to be at least 6 kickboxing fights, so they're into the 20-21 fight range for this Bellator show, and that's a lot of fights. They're going to do kickboxing and MMA simultaneously with a ring and a cage set up, and it's a whole big spectacle that I predict will fall flat on its face. The most important thing is that the main fights, obviously, that they are offering on the MMA side are strong. The kickboxing is strong too, and those will air on Spike TV, and we do have some odds up. First, the headliner at light heavyweight, you got Liam McGeary, who just captured the belt in his last outing, and he's at 10-0, and he's facing UFC veteran and former champion Tito Ortiz. Ortiz, obviously, you know, a longtime veteran and using his name recognition here to get himself a title shot. McGeary favored at -600, with Ortiz paying back +450. The over-under for the 5-rounder set at 1.5, with the over at +100 and the under at -120. At lightweight, you got Josh Thompson popping up here. Thompson is a recent signing over from the UFC as well, but Thompson goes back a long way with Scott Coker. Thompson's out on the internet saying he got more money from Bellator in an offer than from the UFC and stuff. And he pops up here, a -900 favorite against Mike Brunzulis, and Brunzulis at +500. It's a 3-rounder, and the over-under there is 2.5, with the over at -140 and the under at +100. Continuing on, you got the 4-man tournament. This is exciting. This is a pretty stacked 4-man tournament at lightweight. The first round, the opening round, we have odds. These are 2-round fights. And you got Linton Vassell of underdog at +285 as he faces King Mo, Muhammad Lawal at -405. Over-under, obviously, 1.5, with the over at -195 and the under at +155. On the other side of the bracket, you got an interesting fight with UFC veteran Phil Davis, a favorite at -350, over Emmanuel Newton at +250, with the over-under at 1.5, the over at -350, and the under at +250. A couple of kickboxing bouts are getting odds, and you got Saulo Cavallari, -300, facing Zach Muekasa at +220. This is for the 205-pound title belt. I guess it's a glory title belt. Not sure Bellator is going to have an association with it there or not. Also at 170 pounds, you got a couple of MMA guys doing a kickboxing fight. You got Paul Daly, a big favorite, at -505 over veteran Fernando Gonzalez, who's at +335. You got the alternate match for the tournament, which sees Francis Carmon favorite at -300, facing Roy Barton at +220. And the final match with odds in the MMA category is at welterweight, a 3-rounder. You got James Terry -110 facing Carlos Eduardo Rocha, who's at -130. That's Bellator 142. It's on Spike TV this weekend. Worth watching. I think the live event will be very confusing with 2 fights going on at once. But it should be something to behold, and we'll see how it comes across on TV. Talk to you after the fights.